Hi everyone. Just a few weeks ago, I made a 3-part, 3-minute each series of me explaining what's wrong with CS movie, with an update as of 2022. This is going to be about a 10-minute long video. You can always click away whenever you get tired, or you can just watch till the end. And yeah. Just for trigger warning, there is some mentions of ableism versus, attempted suicide. Like, I'm not gonna even say it out loud just in case. And without further ado, let's get started. But before I start, I'm going to tell you guys that in the near future, I'm also going to be talking a little bit about Amber Heard's In the Fire movie, which we don't really know much about, but it's probably on the next level of CS movie. Right, see you guys at the end of this video. Bye. I want to let you guys all know real quick that this will need a trigger warning for ableism and suicide. Sia put up a movie almost a year ago about an autistic girl. And as much as so many of us neurodivergent people would want a disabled person to play the role of an autistic person, Sia keeps the tradition of casting someone who is not autistic and create a story that is supposed to make Neurotypicals' life better in some way, and basically use us neurodivergent people as a prop. Many of you guys are defending Sia, which is understandable because, this whole thing makes her seem, because she is manipulative. And people don't seem to realize that ableism is as real as racism, anti-Semitism, sexism, any ism, correlates with each other. Not casting a neurodivergent person in a movie to play a disabled person is offensive because it's going to seem like a mockery. It's like blackface. You're going to dress someone up as a black person if they're white. Like, with the cornrows and, like tanning skin, which Ariana Grande does, and a lot of other stuff that, people in that minority are going to take personally. Yesterday, a year after the release of this film, which will be a year and 2 weeks, Sia has not learned her lesson and is now playing the victim in a situation where she made us victims. She says that she was suicidal after the backlash, which, I wouldn't wish suicidal thoughts upon anybody, but, she's playing the victim of the situation because she says that her depression was caused to, I was cut off by the 3-minute time limit. So, Sia's depression is blamed by the backlash from the movie, which is actually mostly constructive criticism on who she should have casted instead of Maddie Ziegler, neurotypical teenage girl who she has worked with for like 8 years now. She is like a year or two younger than me. I'm 20. And she has openly stated that she would only ever work with her on this movie. back on the topic about backlash, the issue is that people would have, such as myself, would have wanted for there to be no restraining scenes, no flashing lights, nothing that would offend people in any minority, marginalized community, or support any kind of physical aggression that is aimed at any group, whether it's a majority or minority. In this case, it's mostly minorities. CS film continues to be and will always be, unfortunately, a huge disgrace to anyone who is disabled. And without supporting this film, I know it has already made money from those who did support the movie, but it's not, you can't justify actions that, don't result in a good ending where she apologizes and Sia will know what's going on, what to do in the future. However, Sia playing the victim is not going to fix anything. She is famous. She gets to manipulate everybody, and that's her own problem. It's not ours. We are victims of ableism as people who are constantly looking for representation in the media, while she refuses to acknowledge the fact that she's doing something wrong. She has, but without taking it seriously and by attacking people in the community. Sure, Sia can feel sad and feel bad, but she hasn't apologized, taking it seriously. Sia's form of apologizing to the disabled community is by lying that she would, delete scenes with the restraining physician, and by lying about, toning down the flashing lights and bright colors. She hasn't done any of it. When the movie's already done, you can't really do much, but you can still, fix what you did wrong in post-production when people are already talking about it, which she did nothing. All she did was bully people and block whoever, gave her constructive criticism and base her character on one person that's disabled that she met, that she literally described as beautiful and magic, whatever. And that, that's already infantilizing, which means that, talking down as a little kid, or imagining that their head is a landscape of somewhere magical, and that they live in their own little world, which is wrong. Autism and many other disabilities are a spectrum, meaning that there's no low to high functioning. Everyone has it differently. I'm verbal, and you can't always tell that I'm autistic, except for my lack of eye contact and learning disabilities and STEMs. Person next to me might have it, may have it, the disability symptoms a little bit more different, and the next might have it very differently, or a way that I might not ever have even heard of, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't make you any more or any less autistic, or any more or any less disabled in general. Autistic people and disabled people as a whole are constantly, silenced. And so this cannot continue happening. And I really hope that anyone who wants to do a movie about a disabled person should really, really listen to what people have to say about it, how they feel about the casting choice and the technology used. Okay, everyone, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's a bit long. I'm going to make it a little shorter from here on out, about 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and 30 seconds. Now it's about like 10 minutes long or so. And so, yeah. So make sure you guys go like and subscribe or share, whatever you'd like to do. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.